Okay. The St. Jude mechanical valve processes. This is the bileaflet valve which is most commonly used all over the world today. This is composed of two semicircular occluders known as leaflets. Within the annular housing, each leaflet has an extension known as the leaflet ear, which pivots around a recessed hinge. When the leaflets are open, blood flows through the orifice central rectangular orifice and two semicircular lateral orifices. When the leaflets are fully closed, small gaps between the closed leaflets, which is called the B datum gaps, and between the leaflets and the housing, which is called the peripheral gaps, allow some degree of leakage flow. Leakage blood flow may also occur around and through the hinge region. This is the hinge region. The valve housing and leaflets. The valve housing and the leaflets is made up of a graphite substrate coated with pyrolytic carbon. The sewing ring is a double veiler knitted polyester which allows for rapid controlled endothelial ingrowth over the entire cuff. The two semicircular leaflets are flat and impregnated with tungsten for radio opacity. The leaflets open to 85 degrees from the horizontal. That is, the opening angle of the St. Jude valve is 85 degrees. This opening uses a pivot mechanism that eliminates the need for any support struts. The travel arc of the leaflet is the travel arc. This is the travel arc. The travel arc of the leaflet is 55 degrees in smaller sizes and 60 degrees in larger size valves. In 27 to 33 valves, size valves, it is 60 degrees. The angle between the open leaflets is about 10 degrees, and when closed, the angle between the leaflets is about 120 degrees. This angle when closed is 120 degrees. The central leaflet opening provides for a large effective orifice area, and the resulting blood flow across the valve is a central near laminar flow and gives excellent hemodynamic function. The leaflets are orifice oriented, and leaflet excursion is controlled by recesses. This is the area of recesses. The leaflet excursion is controlled by recesses located in the pivot guard. This is the pivot guard. These recesses are located in the pivot guard. Pivot guard. The pivot guards are raised above the housing, and leaflet motion is by rotation. The washing mechanism: approximately 10 to 15% of high velocity regurgitant flow washes the pivot recesses and minimizes the risk of thrombosis. This is the recess here, and regurgitant flow washes these hinges, minimizing thrombosis. It is the low profile valve. It is the one which has the lowest profile of among all mechanical valves, and the leaflets open and close almost entirely within the valve housing, as is evident. And its implantation does not interfere with the function of other parts of the heart. Hemodynamic performance imparts a minimal resistance and least amount of disturbance to the blood flow. The pressure gradients across the valve are among the least compared with any other mechanical prosthesis. Excellent durability with no structural failures occurring up to 10 years post-operatively. MRI compatibility is safe. The available models are the St. Jude valve standard. This is the St. Jude valve standard. It is implanted intraannular and does not have intraannular in the aortic ring, and does not have a rotatable swing ring. The other models are the Hemodynamic Plus, St. Jude Medical HP valve, and the HP Masters series. The HP Masters series is the rotatable valve, and another available valve is the Regent prosthesis. The HP and the Regent prosthesis are designed to optimize hemodynamics by providing a greater geometric area while minimizing the tissue annulus dimension. The tissue annulus dimension is reduced. The increased orifice area is made possible by eliminating all cuff material from the annulus. In the standard cuff, the part of the cuff fabric is intraannular, whereas in the HP series, this fabric is shifted to an entirely supraannular position. Okay.